That's the business, the big power end, or it makes good power, I should say. Let's see, we dynoed it on pump gas. It made 780 to the ground, which is respectful. Hey, I'm Cam Miller with HS Customs. We are a restoration and custom shop located in Logan, Utah. We would like to invite you inside of our shop and show you some of the cool stuff we got going and share some of the stories and the journeys that go along with it. So welcome on in. Today we got a really cool truck to show you. It's a 1946 Dodge pickup. We built it about 10 years ago, and it's just back in to go over things and see how she's doing, and it's amazing. It's great. It's almost like the day we finished it. So there's a lot of cool history behind this truck. It was one of the first builds to come out of our main shop that we're in now, and we wanted to build something that was just a super fun build that didn't have a lot of boundaries to it. I have always loved 46 Dodge trucks, so we found this one, and it was a perfect candidate for this. One of the really cool things for me that on this truck that means a lot to me is I was able to do a lot of airbrush artwork on this truck, and we named the truck DKON, rat poison basically. Created a cool little skull, evil little rat. You'll see it throughout the paint, all the airbrush work on the truck. And anyway, I'd love to show you some details about it and we'll walk around it. Okay, so one of the first things you'll see is it's, you know, a rough old 46 Dodge truck. There's lots of cool things done to the sheet metal. So I wanted to chop the top. I just wanted a little bit out of it, not too much. But we left it really rough. We went in and made the inner structure sound, but we left the exterior welds just stitched together like this. Even left the burn marks from when it burnt the paint. I thought that was pretty cool, and it's you know, it's just kind of a cool industrial look, and I thought it was really cool, so we left it that way. The bed wood was actually in this truck when we found the truck. We saved it, and so that's pretty cool. It's cool that we got to save the wood. Because the truck is so low, the axle comes up in, so we did, you know, an axle hump. I thought it would be cool to have this brass mesh to kind of show the detail of the suspension and stuff. When it's lit up, it's pretty rad. I had Crafty B build us a bitchin' little gas cap for it. I love his gas caps. He's a true artist for sure. We did build some cool little standoffs for it, but still left them untouched other than that. A few bullet holes here and there, which is cool. Coming around the front here, we did repurpose the Dodge lights, and we sourced these cool blinker housings that weren't originally on this truck, but I think that's cool, and that is a Dodge thing. Some of the in-depth cool stuff is we like stuff with lots of horsepower. So on the outside, I wanted to pay kind of homage to like the Pro Mod cars and stuff that I love. I love seeing mechanical stuff. I wanted the turbo hanging out the side. I wanted the Pro Mod style exhaust. The S480 turbo hanging out the side. That's freaking cool. So we built a really cool LS motor for it. It's just a 6-liter LS. We did, you know, the custom tin work which you'll see throughout the truck. There's the name of the truck, there's the rat skull starting the story for sure, but chrome work on the whole truck was done by Ogden Chrome. We wanted some nice chrome and like nice finishes. Everything's finished nice, like I said, except for the body. So engine block, all that was painted. There's lots of Cerakoted parts, all that jazz. So that's the business, the big power end, or it makes good power, I should say. Let's see, we dynoed it on pump gas. It made 780 to the ground, which is respectful. For a truck this light, it is definitely a handful. So the inside of the truck is pretty dang awesome. A lot of tin work again. Tin floor, or you know, shouldn't call it tin, aluminum work with the bead rolls. This was when a lot of the dimple die style was in. We put a full kicker system in it, built all the boxes, enclosures I should say, and then skinned them with the aluminum. Hand tooled leather seats. So I drew all the artwork again that matches the airbrush work, and it was all hand tooled by a really awesome saddlesman. Super cool console with the hand tooled leather, the AccuAirs inside the console. One of the cool things about the artwork is when the light dances across it, the images kind of show up better, if you see that. One of the cool things about it is all of this is transparent candy except for the background color, which is the House of Color bronze that we formulated for this truck, but everything else is transparent, so when the light hits it, it shows differently, and all the brushed aluminum is the base of all this artwork. Okay, so I want to show you the underneath, so we're going to go put it up on the lift and check it out. So one of the cooler parts about this truck, we talked before, it's super refined in places and not so refined in others. The underside is definitely refined. So this is, we took a S10 Chevy truck chassis and modified it, you know, to fit this truck. The wheelbase was almost perfect. So, but we decided to take it a few steps higher or to the next level. So we went ahead and put Ride Tech strong arms on it with Ride Tech shockwaves. Had Ogden Chrome do all the chrome under here. There's not a whole lot of it, but they're our go-to for sure. We decided to doll up the chassis the best we could. So we, I'll move this light, but we went through and smoothed out most of the welds, cleaned it up. You know, it's not totally perfect, but did a lot of work to clean up all the welds and the factory stuff. Smoothed it all out, body worked it. This is a custom House of Color bronze that we came up with. The block we did kind of an industrial cement gray. Most of the lines are hard lined and clamped, which makes things nice. Any of the other lines are, you know, AN lines and stuff. But we wanted it to show really good on the underside. One of the intents was to show this truck up in the air and, you know, put the mirrors and the whole deal under it. And definitely blows people's minds when they see the underside. So going down through it, probably one of the coolest parts to me is all the tin work. What we did is copied, you know, followed from the top side to the bottom side with all the tin work and the rivets and the bead rolls and the brush, aluminum surface, and then of course all the crazy airbrush stuff going on. But I love how the tin work turned out. It presents itself really good. It's pretty fun to look at under here. It's all symmetrical and clean. Pretty trick looking, to be honest. I really dig it. We followed it all the way up through. Another cool part is like up in the hump of above the axle, we did that kind of a cool, ran the brushed aluminum up over it and then did a like that brass mesh, so it looks cool from the top and the bottom. Everything blends into each other nice. Coming back here, a cool belly pan to finish it off, or fuel tank pan, so the fuel cell's above that. Same thing, finished off real nice. Ford 9-inch housing that we smoothed out, all the welds and stuff too. So yeah, a cool example of super trick looking with a rusty old shell over the top of it. It's pretty cool. So we built this truck as kind of a spec build for us, and then a really good friend of mine, Bill Williams, fell in love with the truck, and we shared a vision to finish the truck together. And it was super fun to work with Bill. He was one of our first true supporters of this shop, and we became super good friends throughout the years. He supported me not only on the business side, but on a personal level. He became near and dear to my heart. One of the most influential people I've ever met, and I'm gonna miss him a lot. We lost him last year, but he's always with me in my heart, and I just can't say enough about Bill Williams.